Hey everybody, Nick here again. Yeah, I've been hopping in the chat to check in with everyone. Mochi and I weren't aware that it was going to end after 3 DMP matches. It's funny, we didn't have the YouTube chat up quite yet today, but catching up on all that. So we're back here and we can see people talking now. I know the next match here that we're going to have up is Lars Trabolt and Volker Sonnabend. I've been told, I think, not sure I've met Volker personally, but I've heard he's won the championship back in 2008. Lars, very strong player from Denmark as well, so sure this will be a great match. Matchups are going to be the same as yesterday, still 7-point matches, still 1 point to the actual result of the match and 1 point to the PR result. So we should be getting started shortly here. A little behind schedule trying to sort out who took 10th place in this too. Unexpected hiccup in the plan, but you know, we're gonna hopefully we'll be moving along through this now. I did see people were wondering who. Well, there we go. We have Lars sitting down at the table too. Once Mochi gets back, I'll ask him who he's most scared of. I imagine his answer is probably no one, right? I think he thinks he can win a match against whoever comes up here, but we'll find out what he thinks. There we go, okay. Pointing rolls for both to open up here. Slight structural advantage for Lars. Slight racing advantage for Volker. I expect he needs to split now against this formation. Oh, Victor's the scariest? Is that what we're hearing? That makes sense, but he's fortunately not playing this event, fortunately for Mochi. This is an awkward 6-1. I think our opponent split, so we must need to split. It looks very weird to come out and invite that contact. We got a little better board. Yeah, I like the XG play here than a small distribution 6-5. Looks really weird to not spend a checker off of the 13, so can be a difficult play to find. But I'm guessing probably Lars has seen these things before and will find that. Oh no, yeah. So he's looking to play a checker off the 5 or off the 13. Unstack the heavy stack, makes sense. Difficult split to find. It just doesn't look right in this situation, but you know that rule of thumb that after your opponent splits, you really need to split too, then you can find a play like that. And yeah, so it hasn't been decided for certain when the final of this, when Mochi will play the winner of this contender event. But last year it was held in Monte Carlo, so good chance it'll happen there. But it's still kind of open discussion. I think we're going to find out who wins too and where good place for them to meet up with Mochi would be. But so that's undetermined at this moment. This 4 is awkward from the bar, and it looks like, yeah, I think the splitting of some sort is still the idea here. I like this play. It's a little loose though, so keeping an anchor in case something goes wrong is kind of nice, and you're still fighting for a high anchor. So yeah, this is a little bit stronger and safer here. Plus, you don't, if your opponent's lucky enough to make the 5-point, he's not pointing on your head now. This double aces, for example, that's just a great roll either way. Cool, we have Mochi walking back in the room here too. He should be set up on mic shortly. 2-1 from the bar. Usually the 23-point isn't such a strong anchor to have, but obviously it's going to be worth a little more here. And interesting, okay, XG is telling us we have a pass either way and it doesn't matter too much. 3 checkers behind this great 4 prime. Wow, I might have trouble letting this one go. Looks like we have decent structure on our side too, like there's some work left to do for blue.
It's a very strong double for sure.
Okay.
Not sure if it's a take.
Yeah. It looks like from last play's indication it's a pass. I think that's what the equity thing we're going to see is here, but I might have trouble noticing that. 3 behind such perfect structure is just too much, huh? Lars finds that pass pretty easy. Yeah. He missed a small splitting play in the opening, kind of an awkward 6-1. What was it? Is the he opened, yeah. Get into the next play here. Oh, they're really struggling to get a legal opening roll, right? So 3-2, this is a natural split. 4-3, You don't love hitting off the 8, but I guess you're going to do it and probably back it up. When you hit from the 8, a lot of times you play down from the mid as well to bring another checker in the zone for covering.
Yeah.
Yeah, many players are tempted by that second hit on the ace, but just structurally it's much, you'd rather make the 4-point. It's not worth burying into the ace. You do that when you don't have options maybe, but here you can just leave it there and potentially cover it. And yeah, now that your opponent's distracted with wanting to cover that 4-point with the 6, that 6 down to the bar looks tempting, or slotting the 20 as well. All these plays are very close, I can see. Any distraction play works. This is going to work well. We're going to hit and cover for sure, and wherever the last one is. Reinforcing the 8 seems okay here.
I think adding more builders to the 5 points seems
Yeah,
reasonable.
little looser is okay. We've got the better board. Okay. We must anchor up here, right? And there's just too much pressure.
Sure. I can hit on the 5 points.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I do hit actually because there's so many builders.
Yeah, that's right. You need the tempo play. Okay, yeah, and you're only against
you
the...
have 3 men back, getting hit and having 4 men back is not necessarily the worst scenario.
Yeah. Very, very true. Good play. Volker knows this as well as you do. And now Lars is trying to figure out if there's enough volatility on this roll to need to send the cube here. It's very close according to XG here, but yeah, this one, it just looks like, it still looks too early to me. I'm surprised how close it is even, but I guess slightly trailing in the match already too. He's got to think about adjusting a little bit this early.
Well, I mean, it cannot be bad. I mean, you have race read, you have 2-point board, you have potential hitters, 2 men back against 3 men back. He's reading all the aspects.
Gotcha. People are saying you've got to adjust your mic, by the way. They're saying you're quiet wherever it is.
Oh, okay.
Did it fall through or something? And he chooses against the cube and rolls, okay. And kind of an awkward entry number here. Most 6s from the bar, I guess, are going to be that way, but yeah, he must just run around.
Well, I'm not sure how to fix the mic.
I'm not sure. We'll get some tech guys in here to help out, I think. Ooh, double 6s must be a strong roll. Wow, I'm not sure what it's going to do, though. I guess we're going to make the offensive bar and then probably just run around with a checker. Yeah, what else? Oh, I see. Okay, XG likes continuing to the ace and another sort of distraction type play. These are very interesting heads up kind of plays. Is your mic on, by the way, Mochi? You said it almost sounds like maybe you'd be hearing from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope it's on now. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay, people are saying it's better now. There we go. Sweet. There we go.
All right, double 6s.
Yeah.
This is typically like to make the ace point rather than giving him all those free rolls that do many things.
Yeah, continue the tempo hit theme. Okay.
Yeah.
These can be difficult for me to find lately, but makes a lot of sense. Once I look at what my opponent's about to do here, I realize that taking away half the roll is very strong. So any hit that you can find is going to be good.
Now he's showing something.
He's showing cube action from last time. I think he probably needs to show this cube action. We'll see.
So who is transcribing the match now? Is Mark Olsen again?
I don't know. I think we had the camera view, and it almost looked like Christian Monk Christensen was sitting there doing so. We might be sharing their transcription duties. Maybe if you lost yesterday, you're required to transcribe matches today. That might be part of the deal. I don't know. That'd be a good rule, right?
Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, I
Oh
guess.
wow, 3-4.
And so this tempo theme is just so strong that we got to abandon it.
Now I think this is a cube here. I would think he just lost the midpoint, which is crucial. So any hit, any return from the bar would be really expensive. Yeah, this confirms my double.
Yeah.
Although it's small, it's 4%.
There's tons of blots around. So many things can happen too, right? So I mean, he's got the ace. It's just there's so many weaknesses to this position. Yeah. I imagine Lars will find that. Yeah, good. We've got the cameraman on Christian Monk Christensen doing the transcribing there. I thought,
he missed the cube. Wow.
Yeah.
This is amazing because he saw the cube for a long time and 2 moves ago.
I thought he tended to be fairly aggressive with it too for some reason. I would think that he would find that. A little unclear. I thought Christian for some reason had made it through. I can't remember. Thought he'd won enough matches. I guess maybe we didn't say his name when we were looking through. Does this look any better than last time? Yeah, we've got another checker further back now. So, I mean, essentially he's... Okay,
Now
he's
he's
ready
cubing. Okay.
Yeah. He can feel that it's 0.017 better, and he's ready to send the cube. So amazing granularity on Lars' side there. That really, blue's side, the checker from the 9 warped backwards to the 14. And what changed on white side? He got another checker sent back, right? He used to be on the 11 and now he's on the 9, so they just swapped those checkers. Is that really the entirety of the difference between the positions? I think that is. Oh, that's very funny. All right, yeah, we must anchor up and hit, I presume.
Yeah, he's just making sure. There's only 1 hit, so it's clear play. Now, Volker is in trouble. He really wants to make an anchor on the 5 point. 2-1 is not an anchor. So this sort of position, it's very difficult to play out because he's trying to play back game, but now he already made an ace point. So
right, yeah. 2 checkers completely out of play, so it's really looks a little hopeless. But I mean, I guess what else we can do other than make an anchor? I would have thought to, if anything, make the 23. So I'm intrigued that actually seems like making the 24 a little bit. But I guess it's just potentially just to get the checker on the mid moving, because where's your ace otherwise? Man, this is tricky. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't matter. He is not really looking to 3-1 backgammon or 2-3 backgammon. He just wants to upgrade his anchors to higher points like 5 point or 7 point.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
So he's not really trying to make a backgammon here. He has no chance, no timing. His only downside is 2 pips.
Yeah, so he's not interested in advancing the 24 to 23, but he does want to potentially fight for something like the 17, right? And so now he should be looking to the offensive side to play, make another blocking point in front of that anchor, and get some offense.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
So this 4-1, he gonna make a 7 point, but after that, his favorite roll would be like 4-5, 4-6, 5-6 to make it an anchor.
Yeah. I see now. What he must be considering secondarily then is just playing 23 to 18 like this, yeah.
He actually go for it right now,
Right.
which is a little bit too big.
Yeah.
And he punished by rolling double 6s. 2 for sure coming out, and maybe come all the way.
So he's interested in leaving that checker back 22 on the 22, you think, for contact?
That is okay too.
Yeah. The fan. I don't think we're so deep in the, I don't think Lars has concerns with increasing Volker's timing. I think it's just better to send another checker behind the 5' if he gets the opportunity. So I don't think Lars is looking to escape past that blot necessarily without hitting. But it's a consideration in these. Even though he's got the ace, it's still probably the best game plan that Volker has is the back game, more or less. So I think he's still thinking about sitting on those 2 anchors at this point. It's just what he has, and trying to build some board, keep enough mobility to keep checkers in play without crashing.
Yeah, but after this 4-1, it will be very difficult for him to keep the timing.
Yes, yeah. So because he already has the timing locked up, he doesn't need to leave that escaping 6 slotted. He can just lock up those 5 checkers back instead. And if blue rolls a 6, it's going to go somewhere that he doesn't want to place it almost every time. It's interesting. He's so unsure about that 6 prime that he's worried that he might need to clean up the blot on the 11. Might not be able to afford to lose that timing there. And it's not that bad to clean it up for that reason too, but this productive make a point and slot the next point you want is a little bit better. 5-3. I'm looking for simple plays as Lars probably. I don't see anything creative to be done yet. We'd love to sit on the 6 prime as long as we can. It's just, yeah, why not just slot the 2?
Yeah, you don't want to break 6 prime.
Yeah.
You want to play. You want him to play 6 to a deeper point, right?
Yeah. They're already not great. So I think for that reason too, maybe this is actually a 7-5, 4-3 kind of thing, so he wouldn't have to play a 6 to the ace. Oh, he can kill his 6s. Yeah, what am I talking about? Isn't that, I mean, it's not as constructive for a roll, but maybe just 8 to 6, 7 to 6 is reasonable too.
Well, but most likely he's gonna open up some points.
In this
so
roll,
he can
yeah.
play 6 in the other side.
Good point.
So 6 is a forced, and deuce he's thinking about. Maybe he's trying to think that maybe he wants to leave a blot on 8 points so that when he comes out he must hit.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna kill the timing.
And as much as that, it's also just much more flexible to have the squares on the 8-6-4 for next roll.
Right.
So there's going to be some problem numbers here.
Yeah, it's actually the right play to leave the blot on the 8 point. If you get hit, it's unlikely for you to being flamed, and if you don't get hit, it's much better distribution. So it's kind of a win-win situation.
Gotcha.
But of course, Lars understands it, and he doesn't want to do overdo. Sometimes it's too much. Sometimes his position is too strong to do that. But now, having ace point made, he can afford to do this, I guess.
Yeah, I see. That's funny. We have someone in the chat saying the photos are distracting. I guess, I don't know. 2 very handsome players we have here. It's hard to watch backgammon with these photos in play. Everyone in the chat's asking too who your favorite, across the 12 is, of course, too. Another way it was put was who are you most afraid of winning this and having to play in the challenge later on?
Oh, well, it depends. I mean, if Lars is in good shape, Lars Trabolt, right now we see he's very, very strong. He has won many tournaments. And I'm talking about the big tournaments like World Championship or Cyprus or Super Jackpot or everywhere.
Yeah.
And he plays really good in PR too.
Yeah.
So he's definitely one of the scary opponents.
Yeah, great competitor. Oh, wow. He's scared to leave the shots here because he does have a threatening board, but again, we should just break the 9.
I think he's not playing his A game in this tournament.
Yeah?
Yeah. He played, I don't know, his average overall.
A little over a 4, I think, yesterday. Yeah. Interesting. You have theories about what's affecting that for him, or?
I have no idea.
I guess people show up to tournaments and just don't always play their best either, It's a theme that I've heard from a lot of different players, people chasing different titles in BMAB and such, They think they might be very close to achieving a certain level of play, and then just it kind of depends how they show up for any particular tournament. You don't always know. Sometimes I suspect that could be an indication of just how much of the game the person actually understands, but that's not going to be the case with Lars, of course, right? I think he had pretty solid understanding of the game, and it's just a matter of whether or not he showed up and applied it that day. Yeah.
He's been doing professional backgammon like maybe 20 years by now.
Yeah.
And he's always one of the most successful players over the years.
Well, that's a good one. Someone's asking if you're going to write a new book soon. I was just talking to you about that today, that you apparently published a couple books maybe a decade ago, exclusively in Japanese, and you don't have the rights to them, I guess you were saying. So not sure if they'll ever be in English, but
Yeah, writing books, consumes a tons of time, and I'm not going into it right now. Maybe I'm getting, maybe when I become like 60s or 50s, then I could have more time. I mean, I have 3 kids now. I wanna.
Not a lot of book writing time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Understand.
When
that.
I see one word, then kid comes to me and then everything is over.
Yep. This is a neat play right here too. Do you make the 5 or clear it? It looks like XG likes the clearing play, of course, but this leaves you even. Lars finds the best play, of course.
Yeah, this leaves only double 6s as vote leading, and double 6 is a good number anyway. I mean, you got 4 checkers off.
But he does have some distribution problems here that should give him some trouble all the way through against this ace-point game.
Yeah.
This turned into something reasonably playable, despite how disastrous it was for Volker for a while.
Well, Volker couldn't maintain a 1-3 back game, but he maintained a well-timed ace-point game, which is fine.
Right.
Considering the starting point. Okay, but
strong shot.
Yeah, that's the best shot by far. Double 4.
Yeah, why not make the point 6 away from the open 2? Uses all your pips, I think.
True.
Yeah. Usually you're not inclined to run that first checker off the anchor until they're down round 8. That's usually the time to do it, right?
Right.
So I think we'll see the 6 probably run out, but
yeah,
cover.
6 out and 4 in maybe. I'm not sure about 4, but 6 definitely out.
Yeah. It's an interesting crossover. I probably would have just spent all the pips outside, thinking that I need that. It's still possible to run off this.
Is it double ace here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which they're all going to get played off the 2, right?
I'm not sure. This is a bunch of plays.
I think there actually aren't, because you can't. If you like make the ace, 3 to 1, 2 to 1, then there's no final one. So you'd be down to clearing from the back, or just I think switching 2 to 1 and then peeling a checker off. Or I guess you could take 2 off. You could take a checker off the 2 and play 4 to 3.
Yeah.
But this just This is the option I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is probably the safest play, and this wins the most gammons too.
No, can't come in against his strong 3-point board. That should clear nice and easy. Yep.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
the
the
dance
2-point
again.
board is even stronger.
Now he's huge favorite to win gammon.
Yep.
Huge. He needs a deuce. Okay. That's it.
Yeah, it's possible to get off the gammon here still. Okay.
Yeah. He needs a big doublet.
Yeah.
Okay, he goes to
So
12.
he's going to have to do all the annoying calculation. I mean, I think he has to take the crossover, right? Is that the only way? And so double 6s will get off? I can't see any way to improve on that.
Yeah. So double 6 is the only number.
Yeah.
Okay, Volker plays 1.3 and Lars plays 2.7.
Pretty strong play in this first game.
Yeah, it's relatively close. I mean, both players plays really well. Now 4-1 for us.
Oh, they want to see our commentator heads instead of the player heads, huh? We do. I mean, we have our. I think they can replace the live feed of the players up there. I don't think they can put them over the pictures there. They're much prettier than us. This is for the best. Oh no, we got switched out. Okay. Apologize for that, everybody. Yeah, now I think Yeah, yeah. Everyone wants the facial expressions of the players over the board too. They just don't care about the pictures up there. I got it. I got it. Easy start. We're gonna hit here, and Lars is gonna be pretty tight with the cube with this 3-away lead. Volker is gonna be a little more aggressive, but you know, like that's a 6-away, 3-away is a particularly tricky score trailing. I think where certainly going to be more aggressive than usual with the cube, but it's not super clear how much more aggressive to be. When you gain that gammon win or something like that, you don't get all the way to as relevant of a score as you might, you know, at 5-away where you get to Crawford, or 4-away and you get to actually win the match. So it's not as volatile. Well, this is an interesting play. I would never think to come in on the ace here, because that third checker on the 24 is just too ugly.
Yeah,
so.
I think I would just do that.
Yeah, I
coming
guess
into 5.
he's just frustrated he
Yeah.
has to leave a direct 6 as well as everything else. But this
Yeah.
double cover, it's very strong having the checkers on the 24 and 23 backing up the checker on the 20. It can be close to as valuable as an anchor itself. But yeah, this is pretty natural play. Hit and continue and make that point. And we've got some clear game plans for each developing here. I don't see anything better than the second anchor, strangely enough, you know. I guess we just want to keep the flexibility instead.
Yeah, you can just slide to a 22 and
Yeah.
ready to come out.
Yeah, I guess it actually gives up some contact by playing off the 24 too. Too early to be thinking about 2 anchors against a no new points board. Yeah, I
I'm
would
not sure
think,
about this 3-point.
right, I think you
could
play
also-
down because
yeah.
the 8 point's actually better than the 3 point, right? So you'd rather keep that point. You don't want to have to switch it. There can be cases where that's different, but this is a stronger play.
Well, it's a better priming option, I would say.
Yeah, yeah.
Since he's down 28 pips, he needs some priming play. But now,
Yeah, I would think to play more offense. Why we could just make
I'm
the
not
4
sure
here.
about that 6-2. I would
Yeah.
just stay back on the 24 so that you could gain some
Yeah.
numbers. Plus, you have the 4-point board made. I mean, 4-point made.
Yeah,
And actually, 6-2 was a blunder.
yeah.
It's, yep, it's quite a big blunder.
Yeah.
He could have gained with 65, for example.
I get tricked into those positions a lot too. That second anchor just looks so strong, and you
Yeah,
know you
so
get to keep
natural.
that forever.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's scary to leave 2 blots behind where your opponent might point on your head or something like that. But when the game plan calls for it, you got to go for something kind of bigger like that. It's easy to forget that you're giving up so much. You don't see those 2 spaces on the board anymore, and you give your player an out, kind of an option to play behind there if things go really wrong.
Yeah, one of the rules in backgammon, you cannot move backward. So once you're going forward, then you cannot go back, right? So the territory 24 and 23 is given up.
Yeah.
So now it's a free zone for Volker. So he can play freely behind the anchors.
Oh, this is fascinating.
This is double 5. So
This
he's
is. I think it's generally against the rules to put 8 checkers on the same point, but we're going to allow it right here, I suppose. I'm not sure what other option he has. No better to unstack 6 to 1 with 2 or anything like that.
So what's the cube action after this 6-4?
Well, he's winning the race. Is it
Yeah.
truly just a race? I mean, it looks like enough contact. I mean, there's probably awkward numbers now,
But
right?
he's down 1-4 as well, so this is definitely a cube.
Yeah, I don't
6-3,
see many gammons, so
uh-oh.
I'm not sure.
There's
Like,
no doubling. Okay, it's actually
Yeah.
no double. Wow.
I
Okay.
wouldn't think so. I think this is just a holding game is the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's not like your traditional 4 back where there's some gammon risk. Like it's just his position's too garbage to really catch on anything like that. And I guess we're going to come off the 21st here, right? Ooh, I like this. He's going to make a big 5. So now he's starting to see how to play bold in this position. This is a good play from Lars. I like it.
Mm-hmm. So his 6-3 would be really bad, leaving a blot 5-3 is also bad.
Look at this, but he does have the volatility now where it's at least possible that he'll roll something that he points on head or like a hit and cover, and he could be in a position where he's threatening to win a gammon, and it could come down to this roll.
Well, it's not so many numbers, only
No.
like double ace I could see.
I agree. I guess I'm trying to justify what XG says with the numbers here, but yeah, looking at a stack of 7 checkers on the 8, I'm almost in 2 blots behind. I don't think I'm ever
Yeah.
really thinking about cubing this.
Well, yeah, this 4-1 is improve his board a little bit, so now I expect him to double in the next roll.
Yeah.
Now he has a spare checker on the 4 point, so his 3 will be not as devastating as it is now.
Yeah.
For example, 6-3 and 5-3 will not leave any blots. And double 3 he can just point on the 5 point freebie or 3-1.
It just still looks like such an easy take with that 3-point anchor and such a beautiful board, even though you're down in the race a bunch. It's gonna be
Wow.
hard to clear past that eventually. I know those are doubles sometimes anyway, but I'm not even really thinking about adjusting much to the score. Given all that, it is mostly a dead cube too. It's hard for Lars to turn it around and get much value out of that from 3 away.
But it's just positionally strong double. I mean,
Yeah.
you're up 30 pips, and he's playing 3-point game, so he doesn't get too much shot chance. He's lucky to get 1 chance.
Yeah.
So I expect him to double now.
How much do you know about Volker's play? Do you know
He's
enough?
very strong, solid.
Yeah. Naturally, everyone in this tournament is, of course, too.
It's
but-
true.
And he finds the cube here, yeah.
Don't count the race. You are way behind. You are dead in the pure race.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess you have some chance to. Yeah. Double 5 is a worst number, I guess. Double 4 is,
Fine.
well, yeah, more than fine. I think one of the better rolls.
Are we gonna transfer our 7 stack here? Oh, I see. I didn't even look at this play. That's interesting that XG likes a little bit of both, taking 1 off the 8 and 1 to the 2.
Oh, interesting.
It's funny sometimes the plays that you don't even look at, right? That the bot sees. Because it makes perfect sense. You leave a lot more flexibility, and why do you need to make the 2-point, right? But I would almost certainly be thinking about moving those 4s in pairs. Yeah. 5s continue to be a problem. You'd rather not roll
Yeah.
a 5 for the rest of the game.
Now he has 6-5 as a broad leading, 6-3, 6-1, and 5-4. Yeah, it's 8 numbers, or double 6s, yeah, 9 numbers or something.
4-3 is able to be played safe, and I
Yep.
guess you have to here.
Yeah.
Yep.
You don't want to leave a shot against
Yeah.
5-point board.
Must add some more shot leaving numbers.
Mhm.
I wonder at some point too, it's going to be safe enough for Lars to leave that anchor if he needs to as well, rather than kill his structure on the other side. Now that 2 checkers are buried behind him. Yeah, interesting little technique play here, but I kind of like that just because of what I was just saying there, that he doesn't necessarily need to maintain a 6 by staying
Hey.
outside. Aces are going to work okay.
Oh, double race is one of the best rolls.
Yeah. So I think we're just playing on this on the offensive side, right? Wow, 22 to 15 is really close though. I don't really see. I suppose you don't want to be losing or spending gammon saving pips necessarily, but it doesn't look like that's a huge concern right now.
Well, he might clock with his board with 3-1, double ace, double 3.
Yeah.
That's the
okay.
biggest concern I see.
Okay. And those 4 numbers are enough to think about just running right away, even though you can be attacked, huh?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about this 4.
Interesting.
Oh, it's right? Okay.
Yeah.
I would play 6-2.
Oh,
Looks like safer, but
yeah. I think sometimes too they put him at even number of checkers left. That can kind of be the swing vote in situations where you're not sure which way to go with safe versus peeling checkers off. I like to err on the side of just taking checkers off though all the time too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's when you do leave the shot, you're one closer to it not
Right,
mattering.
right, right.
So,
Ooh,
ooh, great shot.
wait a minute.
Yeah,
he
this
can win
could-
gammon.
One of those
He
natural
has some
doubles.
chance.
Yep.
He needs one more set. Hey, he did it.
got
Double
it.
ace. Wow. Oh, actually, he needs one more set, but or Lars must roll two small numbers. 4-2 is not small enough. He has but 2-1, but everything else is gammon.
They're having a good laugh about it over the board. Didn't expect to win a gammon in this game.
Oh, look at this. I mean, he rolled the deuce.
Scary.
Yeah. 4-3.
Okay, okay. In more comfortable territory now, too, with the cube. We're going to take a short break here, too. Okay, okay.
And Volker plays 0.7.
Yeah.
Very strong, outstanding result here. And Lars played 2.76, which is like a best human level, but 0.7 is it's crazy.
Yeah. This is going to be exciting to see all these matches today, to see if some of those players that had a little tougher run yesterday, too, see what their PRs come out today, to get another chance to show what they're capable of, too. So excited to see that. I'm sure Lars will be happy to come out of this match with anything below a 4 at this point, right? Yeah. So good play so far, too. There was one checker blunder on Lars's part. Was that was just the choice to make the 22 instead of making the 4-point, right? That was the contact play that we talked about a little bit with 4 checkers back. Yeah.
Well, first of all, you generate more broad numbers such as 6-5.
Yeah.
But there must be more numbers that leaves the blots.
Yeah.
Maybe like 5-1. I don't really remember the position, but then
Right.
you also make the 4 points in case you get hit.
Yeah.
So,
Perfect offensive play.
but he did not put much thought about it. He just played really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about how you get distracted in a position like that too by the opportunity to make that back game. Back games are so much fun. How do you not make the second anchor? You know? But yeah, we got a couple questions in the chat there too. I remember I've seen you had some slides about the 22-point anchor game that are very strong in there too. I think someone mentioned that. Can you find those publicly somewhere, or how do people get those?
I am not sure, but I might upload it onto slideshare.com or something. There's a website that you can present your slide onto a website.
Yeah.
I think the name of the site is SlideShare, and you can search by Backgammon or Mochi. Then you might find. Well, I uploaded many files onto it, but I'm not sure if I uploaded that particular 22-point anchor games. But there's a big chance that I did it.
Very cool. Yeah. Well, they were asking why they're taking a break. Yeah.
Now
probably 'cause
he's
someone
back.
needs water
They're back.
quick.
Right.
7-point match is a little short
Yeah.
for breaks. I'll give that to it too.
No, it's like a water break or something. It's not.
Yeah.
It's less than 2 minutes, I guess.
What's your favorite board to play on, Mochi?
Oh, I mean, I like Gammoner here. I like P40.
Yeah.
What is that? Gammon guy. What's the name of the board?
I've heard that name before. I can't think of what the board looks like exactly. I feel like the unique thing about this is that, like, when you get right up on the board with the gammoners, they're that fuzzy surface that slides and plays really nice. I do like that a lot. Very fast play on them. I've always loved playing on the Jeffrey Parker boards too.
Yeah.
Can't imagine ever spending the money myself on it.
Oh yeah, Jeffrey Parker is a very luxury board. I like it too.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit too heavy for me. It's not.
Yeah, traveling with it is probably tough.
No, it's it's kind of board that you must have at home, and you gotta invite people to come.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
But you must have a nice home too.
Look at this, at 4-way, 3-way, he's already thinking a little bit about cube action with the point in the board and threatening to attack. 10 in the zone and 2 behind it is probably enough structure for Lars to hold him off, but it's close. You got to start thinking about those things. And yeah, why not? Your goal is to attack here, but just lock up the anchor in front of those 10 checkers so you don't have to worry about that side of the board and continue with your blitz.
I would make an anchor.
Yeah.
Not only you have an anchor, you are also ready to come out with 6s. The checkers on 24 is actually not easy to move.
Yeah.
So going to the 22 gives you some air.
Yeah. I think what he sees here is just trying to commit to the gammonish game plan, right? At the score, you're incented to do that, and so I think that's probably why he's thinking about playing down. It's not a big error.
Yeah, no.
And we can see by the numbers too, it does win more gammons, so logic to the play for sure. Now, what do we? I guess we're giving him 6s from the bar either way, so I don't.
I would step up.
Step up to the 22, you like being there better?
Mm-hmm.
I would have considered coming out to the 18 as well. I'm not sure where I'd prefer to be hit. And Lars is going to go for this play, it looks like. Yeah. Maybe not. Why do you prefer the 22? We actually talked about this in a third roll position a little bit, but something about the structure, you like being past the
just in case you got hit on the 5 point, you might have 3 and 5 to re-enter.
Your feet down.
Yeah, not like that. Now 5 is a good number as well as 3.
Yeah.
That's why.
I see. Okay. It does play well.
Yeah.
1-4 is pretty good as well.
You just
Oh,
hit.
yeah, he does think twice about the anchor. At the score, you do have to think a lot more about trying to make that. Cool. It sounds like they're finding your 3-point anchor slides too. Awesome. Yeah, great resource. He's got some really good references in that one.
Double 5.
Yeah, what do you do here? It links to the 5 point, of course, but you can also make the 3 on your opponent's head, so that's a pretty strong play too.
I would make the 3, just lock up the another inner point, and if he downs, I can just send the cube.
Yeah.
And very few return shots.
Oh
wow, the bar 5 is a huge blunder. Okay.
Yeah. It actually prefers bringing a checker down to the 8 instead of coming out, which is an interesting play. Really, now it is time to commit to that blitzing game plan, it looks like. Do we have anything here?
No,
this looks a little too...
even at this score, it's too early.
Right.
I mean, nobody's on the bar. You have only 8 points. 8 checker in the zone, 3 back, and just too much.
It looks
If it's 2 away,
gammonish.
4 way, then I would consider, but not 3 away, 4 way.
Yeah. Seeing those numbers, do you think it would be a right cube at 4-way, 2-way? They're not winning, but there's 16% gammons on each side, so I could swing it. Yeah.
It's probably okay to send a cube.
Yeah.
It's 2 away, 4 way.
Interesting. 6-1 is fine. Sure, we just get a checker out of the way. We lose a lot less gammons, and things are looking fine for Lars.
Right. He's very comfortable being back on 24. And he has a lot of numbers to make some inner.
2-1. Making the anchor seems important here. It's not what you're kind of thinking about with your offensive structure and your opponent not having any points, but those 11 checkers are like positioned very well to be effectively deployed. So we got to do something about that. We got to lock up our opponent's game plan here with an anchor.
Look at Lars' finger. I think he's counting a pip, maybe.
Yeah, looks like it. Trying to figure out where he's at.
Yeah.
He just knows he's going to roll this and be in a race, right? So he better be ahead of the game. If we're going to have a cube when we escape. It should affect how he plays 6s next roll, I bet, a lot of the time, too, whether he wants to run out to the outfield or play something safe behind.
It's true.
Yeah.
So now he's up 11 pips, and he's reading 3 away, 4 way. And at this score, if there's no gammon, he actually can double a little bit earlier than normal. I'm not saying it's a double, but it's very close. Once he clears the midpoint, it will be a double. Oh, this will be a market loser already.
Yeah.
He could just, I would just make a 9, heavy 9.
Yep. Oh wow, making the 5 is pretty strong too. But yeah, it's
No,
hard to
you
see
don't
why
need the
would-
midpoint. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised how close those plays are because it seems like the clear game plan to just come down and win the race. You don't need to fill in the 5 to win the race. It's going to cause some awkwardness later possibly, but very interesting. And is this likely to, if not much changes with the 5-6, for example?
I think it's just a pass.
Yeah.
How much is this?
16 pips. Not the right amount of contact. Great recube value, but yeah, large pass where you could consider it, it looks like, for money, but still probably a pass for money. Now we're getting into, these are fun scores. I think, not sure everyone recognizes that sometimes as the trailer, like you're saying that you have to pass earlier, just because of how the match equity works. Losing 2 points gets Lars to the Crawford game, which is just very valuable.
Yeah. Oh my God, Lars did not
He doesn't
double.
send. So that's the other feature of these positions, though, when you're 3 away, is that if you miss a cube and don't send, like it's pretty hard for it to be a sizable error. So if you're gonna make a mistake, make it on the side of holding the cube. But I'm actually surprised this isn't big, given that he has a pass. I think the lack of volatility in the position, that there's almost nothing that Volker can roll to change the situation next roll. This is, okay, so he's made the 5 point, though, is what he's improved. That's interesting that he felt like he needed to do that before he could send it. But at first I was thinking, how is this different than last time, you know? But yes, he's got quite a few more winning chances, clear cube now.
Oh wow, it's a 500 pass now, but the scary part is that Lars did not double in the previous roll, and that gives send a signal to Volker. He didn't think it was he thought it was a no double, and he only rolled 2-3. Oh, okay, Volker is smart enough to not get into that trick.
Yeah, maybe it was a trap on Lars's part.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he did it intentionally, but
Yeah.
I was thinking about take because
but he
I kind of wish I could hear what they're saying. I like the smirk
yeah,
there.
pips in the roll. No, but
Maybe he's commenting on the trap being laid too.
4-1. Okay, we have 2-away, 4-away games, which is always interesting.
Yeah.
So the basic strategy for 4-away is creating some gammonish position and double him and win gammon.
Such as a double 5?
Yes, such as double 5. If he fun, it's like huge pass. If he enters without anchor, it's a double take, maybe, or double pass. This could be a double anyway.
Really? Fascinating.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
I wouldn't, I know what you're saying. I wouldn't think to with only 7 in the zone. I doubt
yeah,
they
maybe
mix
it's
it,
too
but
much.
Yeah.
But I would definitely think about it.
Yeah. 6-3. How do we?
Make 3 point maybe.
You can make the 17-point anchor though. That might be safer at this score, huh? Yeah, an XG like.
By the way, 2-6 is a blunder.
Interesting. Coming out. Why would that be? What are you supposed to do there?
Well,
Play down and try to threaten for gammons? Yeah, okay. It's not a very.
Not leaving many numbers. It leaves too many numbers to hit.
Yeah.
Ace and deuce and 6.
Very interesting.
Not many human would find that play. And this 3-6 as well. So right play is actually make the anchor and hit Bruce on the bar point.
Yeah. I got someone watching the feed here saying that we were talking about, oh, look at this 14-point. I didn't even look at this play. But it leaves the direct 2, so of course, how can that be better than hitting on the bar? But they're saying, watching the stream, that, yeah, I understand making this play instead. But they were discussing that too, since Lars didn't send the cube before. Volker was joking about feeling tricked into maybe wanting to take it. He felt like it was a big pass.
Right.
Yep. We're in their heads. Okay, so the attack for sure. And now if the 2-6 was wrong last time, maybe, I mean, yeah, I guess you just have to anchor. If you get away with this hit, you probably have enough to send a strong cube either way, so lock up the anchor, right? have that
Yeah,
permanent asset.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't think you need that 8th checker like you might usually to complete a blitz.
In case he downs, I guess it's a pass already.
Yeah, it looks pretty tough.
Uh-oh, 5-2.
He performs instead.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's interesting since he has 3s blocked too. I don't love playing out there, but whether there's no other 2. 5-3 is going to hit, and the attack's going to stay on. With 4 checkers back, we're really not threatening a lot of gammons no matter what happens this roll, though.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, this is
in the
what I
fan.
thought. It's very interesting. Now Volker should double, and I'm not sure if it's
so?
well, I think it's a double, no? It's 4-away, 2-aways.
Look at this. We are right on the fence. We're not even winning, but we
Uh-huh.
have enough gammons to send it. Yeah. These are... I would have trouble sending this cube, just like I said, because I only have 7 in the zone and 4 back. And so while I do have a blitzing position, I'm not actually threatening all that much with it, right? Like if my opponent just has forever to enter and anchor and not get closed out here.
Not forever, maybe
Yeah.
2 rows.
Okay. That's a pretty long time.
For 3-point board, yeah.
Yeah, but this would be an impressive cube to find. I do know, I mean, plenty of players think about this, though, for sure. We all know that, I mean, a 50-50 game with some gammons can definitely be a double, or often is, at the score. And it looks gammonish, and he finds it. Yeah, that's a small window that he got that in. And Lars is going to think about this, kind of like, how could this guy send me this cube, right? That's what that is, I think. And the 2-1, I guess, yeah, more offensive checkers. I think making the 10 looks pretty strong. Yeah, both players are playing very good here, but everyone's noticing the PR that Volker's maintaining so far is still like pretty close to perfect, right? I guess he made 1 error in this game so far, the 2-6, and I don't missed a little bit out in the attacking game plan there, a little bit too rich coming out too. And the 5-2, okay. This is like the flip side of those aggressive 4-away, 2-away cubes. I mean, this happens plenty, where you end up in this, your opponent just anchors up, you're near 50-50, and you're just sick that you sent the cube that could win him the match, you know?
But at least cube will never come back.
Yes.
So that's a
Yeah.
relief.
Yep, yep.
It's a pretty much even game here.
Yeah, this is interesting. Feels very natural to me to just hop up to take a blot away and play it onto the anchor, but the 13-10 is a hair better here. Why do we need that checker down on the 10?
But it's more flexible.
Yeah?
I mean, it's
Oh,
not
yes,
because
yes. Same theme as
there's a
last
checker
time.
on 10 point, it's just because you don't want to commit to the 18.
Yeah. No aces, that's tricky, so,
You got ahead.
yep.
You don't want to play 3-2, that's crazy. Oh,
This is-
but it's actually the right play. Wow. Okay.
Wow. How do we find that?
Okay, he might find it. Oh, he did find it.
Wow.
He's outboarded. The race is close enough, and he doesn't gain anything by hitting 5 point. Okay, fair enough. It's good play. I will not make it, but
Yeah, very interesting.
yeah, nice play.
Now leading, I'm going to come around and win the race. How do we most effectively do that? It's just flexibility again. Like you see that you can link the blots on the 16, but it's just there's nowhere to play next roll if you do that. So this makes a lot of sense. And we've got the opportunity to do something like this because Lars has created those 2 blots in his board on the 3 and the 2. But I think he still has to go for it here, right? Probably hit and cover.
No, probably go to the deuce point.
Oh, we don't have to hit yet, huh? I just figured with the...
Oh, no, you gotta hit now.
Yeah.
Wow.
With the only
I don't
2
know.
or 3 point board, and it's not, you know, it does feel like time to me.
Okay. Yeah, it's only 3-point board.
5-3. And now he
Okay.
doesn't really have another more flexible option with the 3.
Wow, those players are machine.
Yeah, Lars has got a little bit of racing advantage now, so if the split 3-2 is right last time, I imagine him making another safe play here. And
Yeah, but then
finds
he
it.
changed the plan on the hit and the cover, which was correct.
Yep.
So he really understands the game here.
These can be some of the hardest to understand that way too, just because like play by play, it really can completely change what your focus is. Just so many tactical considerations. Very easy to miss a huge opportunity to change the momentum of the game and make blunders in these games. So this is another one where potentially you could link, but again, I don't think you want so many checkers locked up in points. You got the 7 points is too many, right? The TMP issue. So what can we do that's better? Looks like XG just is okay with this play. The 13 to the 10 seems pretty thematic too, I guess. But no, I like this play now that I look at it, just because your opponent doesn't want to spend that 2 to come off and hit. Kind of like the play Petco made last night, right? That baited Dogfin off his anchor with a hitting 2. I think Lars knows better than that here. I'd be inclined to just make my 2 so he doesn't have the same opportunity next time, but that spare on the 6 looks really strong too, so both plays very understandable. Lars opts for flexibility. So what do we do here? Out and in? Yes,
Okay, coming out and in, yeah. I mean, it's reasonable.
I don't see it on the list. So no, there it is. Yeah, okay. What is our 20 to 11? It looks like is at the top. Making the 4 is a fascinating. Oh, that is a great opportunity to do that. I didn't see that play. Oh, this is pretty strong too. These are all plays I didn't
Yeah,
notice.
yeah.
Okay. And tons of interesting options on that one. And
5-4 is a clear play.
so easy to forget those 2 blocks Lars had in his board that allows Volker to kind of make some other play. But I like this too because it maintains an outfield landing point for those checkers from the midpoint without keeping a point that's so far away and going to create a ton of contact when he wants to clear later. So it looks like a more manageable situation to switch to the bar there. I like that. These 5s, it's scary to leave that single checker back on the 20, but this seems like a very big improvement with a racing lead. So it seems like a strong idea. You can't take that blot on the 20 to anywhere safe.
This is too many. He plays 6 times.
Yeah, playing 6 5s is probably better than playing 4.
Like this one.
So good play by Volker, but Lars won't let it go. It's too bad. Yeah, at least he has to break his anchor to hit now. Maybe this could be because of the gammon's a better play. And it's closer to home. When it works better, right? He's going to safety that checker on the 10 more often, so it must be a pretty strong play too. What would you be inclined to go for here?
I was going to make 8 points, the fast play he made. But actually, computer likes to play 3 down from the mid and coming out, keeping the bar point.
Yeah. Less attackers, I guess. You know, there must be some 3-1. Small swing on that roll.
Okay.
That's a big turnaround for Lars. Volker has to roll well here. If he stays out, this could just be over very quick. Covering that 2 points devastating, and Lars is, of course, going to have a ton of numbers to do that.
Yeah, I was 6-1.
Just barely not a favorite to do it. Only just more covers, right? 8-6. Yeah. Sure. Volker gets another shot at his 2, which, you know, a double-edged sword. He might end up leaving another shot. I'm not okay, I get the blocking point in case he does enter on a 2, then he's behind a 5 prime. I see the logic of that too. There we go. So Volker rolls a hitting number that also covers. That's very
Yeah,
strong.
it's scary now.
Yeah.
Can easily be gammon too.
Yeah.
Now he has an ace and 5.
And there's 2 more
This is
blots
big.
around to be cleaned up.
Ace.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It's double ace actually. 1.
Yeah, the other 3 don't do a whole lot, unfortunately. But what do we do with the rest of them?
I would maximize the chance to make a deuce point.
Yeah, so... Well, how do you do that? Do you like playing 8 to 6 then or not, you know? It's not clear. I guess you could find doubles that are going to make it and kind of switch onto those. Yeah, see, this gives double 5s that maintain the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, so that could be the logic of this play.
Yeah. In case he enters, this is much better. He has a solid position.
Yeah.
2-1. Okay. This is
Okay.
very dangerous situation for both players.
Yeah, this could be the match pretty easily.
Oh, double 3 is not.
If he just made the 2 quickly, he might get away with it. But Lars is pretty sharp. Yeah, that's not a good roll for him. They're about
No, yeah. This is actually a very bad roll for him.
a roll away from the end of the game, huh?
But he needs a 3. He didn't get it. I'm not sure about this for 1. Natural play would be coming out, but this creates another blot.
Yeah. We just need that flexibility, right? I can't imagine not doing that.
Well, I would consider 10-5.
Yeah.
It could easily be the best play, but okay.
Coexist. Yeah, they're pretty close too. And you're right that it preserves a lot of gammon risk, about 5% there, but
Ace 3, okay, he's gonna go for it. There's no other play.
just has to break the...
Yeah. Hit and play. Yeah, now he has
Got a
1,
fan.
2, 5, 6 to cover and 5 to come out.
And the gammon threat's back on. Well, it's
This
not
is-
too bad because it covers, right? You
Well,
could get away
it's-
with this still, but it's
What do you
pretty bad.
mean? He has 1 and 2 and 5 and 6 to cover, and double 4 is like. And you think it's not too bad?
Okay, maybe it's the worst. Yeah.
Oh, 5-3. Okay, he missed it,
Missed
but
at least.
still a very good number.
Yeah. Just needs to hit a fly shot now. Double 5s plays pretty well.
6-2. All right.
That's not so good. Well, the PR race is a little closer here now, too.
All right.
Or
It's still a dangerous situation for both of them. Like, if he rolled double 5, it's a much winner, I guess. Okay, this is bad. He's gonna break down to the 3-point.
now Lars is getting more and more flexible to just attack if he needs to prevent that escape. What are we? Yeah, block double 5s, right? Why not? Oh, interesting. He's going to stick with the coverage. Okay. Yeah, I'm not always thinking about blocking the big doubles, but it looked like we have double shots everywhere regardless, and we can prevent the one super joker. So I think it was key there.
Wow, this is
We have another opportunity to block double 5s here.
double 5. How?
Okay, I'm sorry, you can't there. No.
Yeah,
I was
so
thinking
he
of the
blocked
5-6 though.
5-6.
Yeah, I like that.
5-4.
Oh, he gets hit. 3-point board fan, and we're back on the gammon race, right?
Oh.
The 6 up. Instead, he rolls possibly a winner here. Very strong shot. Ooh, wow, now Lars is in the driver's seat to close this match out again. It's going to keep going back and forth like that. It's a cruel game. Especially in the end here, huh? Where this is where all the swings happen.
But it seems that Volker is reading a PR,
Yeah.
and
He should
most
survive
likely
that.
he's gonna win it.
Yeah, yeah.
He will. Yeah, I mean, most players are just forced. So
Yeah. So 1 point each.
every
Okay.
time he rolls an ace, he earns some point because there's a choice. Yeah, it looks like 1 point each.
Ooh, this
Oh,
is a choice.
it's a real
This
choice.
Is a choice, yeah.
Wow, but I don't know what to do here.
I know.
Either way, you're pretty dead, but I
Yeah.
guess I would hit. I
You
don't
know,
know why.
I don't understand why XG likes hitting. I know that it does. It seems better to like leave a check around a deep point somehow to me, but that's a strange one. I don't know what the logic is to recycling a checker. Like something's gonna go better for you when you do that.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to do under this situation. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
Seems nothing matters.
You hope to win the race.
Okay,
That's what you do.
right?
Hope to come in. Yeah, we got someone questioning the hit there. I think, I mean, I don't know. Depends in what sense you mean. I think XG likes the hit, but it's not clear to me that it helps at all either. Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way that Lars just gets more rolls to play with when you do that. But it could mean that he could find some way to roll a couple sets in a row that play awkwardly, so maybe that's the value of it. I've never been quite sure of that. Yeah, that's right, Neil. So currently the way this match is playing out, Volker is going to earn 1 point and Lars will earn 1 point. Looks like we do have a summary of all of yesterday's results too, so after this match is tied up, we can share that screen too and show you people's total match points and accumulated PR over the day. But it's going to work just like yesterday. People are going to take their accumulated PR into today. So I think that's still going to, I believe the best PR of both days combined is still going to move on to the semifinals. So Dirk is going to have a huge lead on that fight.
Oh, I think the PR will be reset, no? Or it's accumulated for 2 days?
I think,
Okay, I'm not sure about that. I think you gotta check with Mark.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Actually, you're right, I think.
Oh, we might have had some illegal play or something like that, or just,
Yeah.
yeah,
So I'm on roll, right?
Transcription mistakes here.
yeah.
Volker fan.
We got
I roll.
a rookie in Christian Monk Christensen on the transcription. Krakus had it down. All right,
The
rolling prime
funny
forward.
part is if Lars keep playing this game, next 50 moves, he might win PR.
He gets recycled.
Yeah.
enough? There you go. Yeah. He should be conscious of this too, probably, right?
You see, the difference is 0.47. So now he wants to be hit and do this. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, all the discussions about how to earn the most PR are fascinating to me. The best one I've heard yet now, where Dirk was chatting with Thomas about being uncertain about cube actions at 2 away. And if someone sends you a cube or you're kind of fuzzy about the take pass, he was erring on the side of passing because then he would get to play a Crawford game where there aren't any cube decisions and he would likely get some PR bonus out of it.
Right.
So the way that people are developing their best PR strategies is just fascinating. Yeah, schedule for today, well, I'll find that up there too. I think we hadn't decided who is all out. I haven't seen the draw sheet, but I can get that too and make sure we share it on the stream. But again, just, most likely we're assuming this match is over, right? And then Volker comes in and rolls a big set or something like that. It's going to be fun. We could still have another game.
Oh wow, look at this PR race here, 2.2, 2.5.
Yeah, that's strong.
Wow, it's still significant lead, I guess.
Yeah. I don't feel like they were the easiest of games either. There were a couple challenging decisions.
Oh yeah, they made some brilliant plays
Yeah.
under tough conditions.
One chance.
Yeah, the other thing we can do too is get a camera shot of the room after they finish up and you can see who's out playing there. They might be done already. Oh, Volker wisely resigns before any more decisions can be made.
Well, he could have one.
When you hit like that, you circulate.
Well, only decision Lars can make is a maze. So
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm sure you're playing.
Well, very good match. That should be a point each there. Yeah, I think we can, start sharing some other information about the rest of what's going on today. We can let you have a shot of the room or show you we can share the leaderboard on the screen there. But I think, yeah, here we go. These are all the results from yesterday, so you can see who made it into the list for today, the points that they accumulated over the day. 10 points by Steen. That's unbelievable.
So he's number one from last night.
Yeah.
And top left, 10 players from top left are the people who went to the top day 2.
Right.
And 2 players from the wild card were Dirk Seaman and Hideki Ueda, who played 2.03 and 2.74. Quite impressive.
Cool. Oh, I hear people are watching us in the lounge bar too. Awesome. That's exciting. Cool, yeah, so we'll get some clarification on that too. But I think, so format stuff again, I remember there's something that carries over from the first day, something about the cumulative PR. I don't know if it's just for tiebreakers and doesn't count towards a wild card, but there is, I think your cumulative PR carries on somehow into day 2. And everything will be reset on the 3rd day.
Yeah.
That's just, everything goes to the finals there.
Okay, so today we're gonna eliminate down to 4 players, right?
Yes,
From
that's
those
right.
12 players.
Yep, top 3 in points from today, and then again, one best PR wild card is going to
Okay, I
advance
see.
on.
I see.
Oh,
PR is carried over from day 1. But
yeah.
The points are reset. In day
Point-
2. Points
yeah,
are
yeah.
reset, but the PR average every time there's a tie.
We got Mark helping us out here. So Mark, the PR that carries over, is that going to apply to the wild card spot? So, yeah,
Yes,
no,
but
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
The answer is
So
yes.
Mark is confirming that it does carry over for the wild card. So Dirk's got a nice lead there. It's going to be hard for him not to at least claim that with a 2 from yesterday, right? He could have a pretty tough day here and still have a really strong PR heading into the 3rd day. Yeah, so that's what we're looking at. What time are we starting the next round, Mark?
I believe it is at 4:30. I think so.
4:30 for the next round, so 30 minutes from now, 25, 30 minutes.
So what's gonna happen in day 3? We're gonna have 4 players from day 2. Then what?
Right, so they're going to play 2 semifinals matches on each side.
Okay.
And they're 1 point each, right? So just 2 7-point matches. And in the event that there's same point distributions, but in the event that there's a tie, the accumulated PR through them will be the tiebreaker. Whoever played the
I
best
see.
PR
Okay.
over them.
Only in those 2 matches.
Yeah, only in those 2 matches. And then everything resets, so they don't carry their accumulated PR from the previous days, just those 2 matches PR. And I believe it's the same format for the final as well. Once we determine the winner from those, again, 2 matches. And if there's not a points winner on those 2 matches, then the best PR in those 2 matches.
Only 2 matches.
Only 2 matches.
I
yeah,
feel
yeah.
like more
lot can
should be
happen.
played, I guess. But
Yeah.
we must finish in time too, so
Right.
it's hard to say.
Yeah, I could imagine spending a couple weeks figuring out who the highest skill player was, right? But given our 3 days of time, I mean, we're getting a lot of matches in here too, and people are getting a lot of chances to show off their skill, and there's still going to be a ton of variance. But yeah, I like it. I'm really enjoying how the structure is playing out so far. I think it's been very cool to see. Yeah. How many rounds today? We're playing another 6 rounds today. How do you like that? 6 7-point matches yesterday, 6 7-point matches today as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the players talk to me that those 6 matches are not regular 6 matches because you have to play intensely precise because every moves count, right?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
regular backgammon tournament, you don't really care about how to play ace here and there because it doesn't really matter, But
Yeah.
in this format, every play counts, so you
Yeah.
have to be cautious all the time. So
Yeah.
it's more exhausting, I think.
Yeah, I felt that, not in those exact words from players, but I could tell that people are putting a different kind of pressure on themselves to perform a certain way. And I've wondered if that's actually, if that could be negatively affecting their play too, right? trying to scrape out the, you know, the 0.02 equity differences in every single play, if that's costing them so much energy that they can't find the big things in their final match of the day, you know, is that really paying off or not? So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a lot to think about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite demanding format, I must say.
Yeah. But been very cool. Do you want to take a quick break before we
Yeah,
come back? Or we
sure.
got some questions on the chat either way too. But yeah, we'll get back to you. They want to know how you prepare for a tournament. Well, we'll pick up the next stream with that. How's that sound?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks everybody. We'll
Thank
be
you.
back at 4:30.